Hey everybody, Freddie Lee Jones III here, Gritty Ones Productions. Say hey everybody. We got Lil Freddie in the back, and we are in Kennesaw, Georgia. No, we're not in Mexico. We're in Kennesaw, Georgia. Say Kennesaw. Say Kennesaw.
Snappy.
Yeah, we got a crab and Mr. Grinch. And we have our very first Georgia episode of Movies on the Run. And today's movie, what are we going to see today?
You just saw Bumblebee. Now you're going to see Aquaman.
We're going to see Aquaman later, but you're going to help Daddy review Bumblebee?
Yes.
All right, did you like it?
No.
You didn't like it?
Because I got a secret.
Okay. All right, let's talk about what we did like. I really did enjoy Bumblebee. I hope the direction that this Transformers movie is going to lead to future Transformer movies like this. Within the opening act, this movie had me engaged so much. It was so great to see the war on Cybertron, or we should say the fall of Cybertron due to the war. But it was so great to see some of those Transformers and Decepticons that I used to play with as a kid on the big screen. It was cool to see Soundwave, and everything looked like what I remember. It was almost like watching the live action version of Transformers, the movie from, was that 1984 or 86? One of those 2 years. But yeah, man, the movie was so good. And yes, I think they did introduce 2 new Decepticons, which I thought was pretty cool. But man, this movie was so good. It was directed by Travis Knight, starring Haley Stansfield, John Ortiz, John Cena, Jorge, I can't remember what his name is, but I know he's a junior. And the movie was just great. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, but I'm super excited about how good this movie was. And this, to me, is what a Transformers movie should be without the human element. Granted, I know it's going to be kind of hard to make future movies without the human element, and I think that's where it kind of like fell up. It didn't really fall apart. It was more along the lines of, I think they did a really good balance between the human counterpart and the Autobot and Decepticon counterpart. I thought that was really good. I love the fact that they introduced so much in this movie and it was under 2 hours. Introduced so much. They showed us what it would look like with the triple changes. Yes, the Michael Bay films did that, but this movie, even though it was produced by Michael Bay, why in the hell couldn't Michael Bay do this? This is what it looks like when you choose story and then split in a little bit of substance to give you 100% of a good product. The movie is flawed. Yes, we all know this. You don't go into a Transformers movie thinking it's going to win any kind of Oscars. I do believe that this film doesn't suffer really from the pace, and like I said, I was well engaged, and Lil Freddie was well engaged. I mean, his only issue was he wanted to see more fights, right? You wanted to see more fights? Huh? You got to speak, man. You say yes?
Mr. Grinch is saying yes.
Oh, Mr. Grinch said we wanted more fights. Yeah, we went to Regal Cinemas up in downtown Kennesaw, so that was actually pretty cool. What else did what did I like about it, honestly? I mean, all jokes aside, you can see when they fought everything. Like, none of the big battle at the end, the big battle in the beginning, some of the fight scenes in the throughout the middle, you could see stuff happening, and it didn't look all mumbled like and just thrown together. The colors of the Decepticons and the Autobots, and then obviously with the U.S. military, you could distinguish who was who when they were fighting. Spot on. What else did I like about it? I love the fact it was set in the 80s. And I love the fact that Bumblebee was an actual VW bug. And it tells you how Bumblebee lost his voice. And I thought that was very well put together. It wasn't shoehorned. It didn't feel like, we have to tell you this story. Even if they didn't tell you the story, the way that the movie was put together, it was like, wow, man, like, this is what it should be. Why couldn't Michael Bay give us this? it did have, to me, kind of sort of a, I say I'm probably like split on the whole fact of like the love story, but it wasn't, it was more about family than anything else. I mean, the love story was kind of in there, but it was the awkward guy, the awkward girl, and I thought that was really good how they put that together. What did you like about Bumblebee, Freddie?
I like the one where he was trying to ask his dad something.
Oh, when he was talking to Optimus Prime? Did that?
I liked because his dad said he has to save the Earth. That's what I liked about.
Yeah, that is true. And who loves Optimus Prime? And who loves Bumblebee? You like Bumblebee?
Aquaman and Jesus.
Aquaman and Jesus loves Bumblebee. You heard it first. Aquaman and Jesus loves Bumblebee. I would probably say yes, that is true. Whoever did the voices in the movies, those were really good. The two Decepticons, those Decepticons were off the chain. Like, I love the fact that now we got to blame the Decepticons for the internet. And again, it was cool how they brought it into the movie. Oh, oh God, what did the guy say? He said this integral web of information, and I was like, come on, man, we know what you're talking about. We know what you're talking about. But John Cena, like, I like John Cena as an actor when he has certain films, certain roles that are specifically made for him. Like, honestly, I felt like I was watching like what the Marine could have been if they would have had like a crossover, but without all of the cheese of the Marine. You know, it was a little bit, it was like a slice of cheese on that good ham sandwich, you know, or that good grilled cheese sandwich, and whatnot. What else did I like about it? I mean, the family dynamic between the girl Charlie and her family. And I was trying to check out if that was Cokie Smurf from Californication as her mother. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to look it up, but I thought that was really cool. It's a story, again, like with everything, it's a story you've seen before. You know, the girl who gets something and she's trying to be cool, but she doesn't realize that she was cool all along. It was in a way, it was actually like a coming of age story with a little bit of action, but it wasn't just about Charlie's character. It was also about
Daddy,
yes.
I want to say what else I liked from Bumblebee.
Who?
I like those two little robots
Uh-huh.
just cutting the outer red one.
Mm-hmm. You like the two bad guy robots? Yeah, I like those too. I really wish I knew their names.
Daddy, don't pick the one like me.
Which one?
The bad robots.
I like the bad robots.
But don't pick the one I like.
Which one did you like?
The bad ones. You like the Bumblebee.
I thought you liked Bumblebee.
Yes, I like all of them.
Okay, well, I'm say I like the one bad robot who had the dog come out of his chest when they had the real big fight in the beginning. Remember? Yeah, that was cool. His name was Soundwave. All right, everybody.
The blue one.
Yeah, the blue one, yes. He was the blue and white one, and he had the microphone on his shoulder.
And then the Bumblebee just cut him
Yeah, he did. He did.
with that chain.
Yeah, he did. Oh no. That wasn't Soundwave. I don't know who that one was. That was a new one. But let me go ahead and cut this short. I enjoyed the
What
film.
about me?
Oh, wait. I'm gonna let you know when your cue to come up. All right. Okay, everybody. This is. I will say this. This movie was really good. I can't wait to see it again or buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. You know, you got the seal of approval with Freddie Lee in the back, who said he liked it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and rate this maybe a full marathon. So you know how we do our rating systems based on running distances. So we're gonna give this one a full marathon. And I will say this, definitely enjoyable. I hope Michael Bay doesn't direct another movie. I hope this guy Travis Knight continues on to make a successful you know, sequel, which I hope we will be getting in the next 2 years. I don't want them to rush it and then it's popping out like next year. So everybody, this is Freddie Lee Jones III, Gritty Ones Productions. This is another episode of Movies on the Run. Freddie Lee Jones IV. Freddie Lee Jones III out. What you want to say?
Boom.
Boom.